कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। Sita, in her state of pregnancy, was abandoned in the middle of the forest upon the command of Rama by Lakshmana. Looking at Sita cry, the Antaranga Sishyas of Valmiki informed to the Maharishi, and Valmiki, understanding what had happened, took Sita to his ashramam and gave her all the comforts like how a dutiful brother would do to his sister. Valmiki, who was born of the anthill, who is treated as the very son of Mother Earth, housed Sita, who was born on Mother Earth and who is treated as Mother Earth's daughter. So it was a very beautiful brother-sister relationship between the two. While this happened, Valmiki was very doubtful of Rama's acts. He thought for a moment, if the person whom I have revered all along as a repository of all auspicious qualities, how could he do this to Sita? All this, or till this, it is Uttara Kandam, the last canto of Ramayana. Here, when he was worried as to why did Rama do this, is when the Bala Kandam, the first canto, begins. So Bala, Ayodhya, Aranya, Kishkinda, Sundara, Yuddha and Uttara Kandams, the 7 cantos, should not be treated as a linear chain. It is cyclic. Where Uttara Kandam stops at one particular juncture, Bala Kandam begins. While he was worried, the great ascetic, the great tapasvi called Valmiki was worried. That is when on his own, Maharishi called Narada, who had earlier advised him to recite the name of Mara and made Ratnakara into the resplendent Valmiki, had now come back to Valmiki's ashramam again. That is when the first shloka of Bala Kandam begins. A very important shloka. Tapasvadhyaya niratam tapasvi vagvidamvaram Naradam paripapracha Valmikir munipungavam. Tapasvadhyaya niratam. Tapaha alochane dhatu. The one who keeps contemplating or internalizing is called tapasvi, or that process is called tapaha. Tapaha means just doesn't meditation. It is just not meditation. You have to contemplate, realize. Tapasvadhyaya niratam. With intense and immense practice will thus that tapaha be fructified. Tapasvadhyaya niratam. The one who is adept in tapas and swadhyaya. Tapasvadhyaya niratam tapasvi vagvidamvaram. The one who is very eloquent, who knows what to speak, when to speak and how to speak. That Maharishi called Narada, Naradam paripapracha, with such questions that were to be put forth to Narada Maharishi. Valmikir Munipungavam. This Valmiki addressed and gave his benedictions and obeisances to that Maharishi called Valmiki, who is Muni Pungava, the one who is the leader of all Munis. Mananashilaha Munihi, those people who keep thinking are called Munihi. So, to that one who is an eloquent speaker, to that one who is adept in tapas and swadhyaya, the one who is the leader of Munis, to that particular Narada Maharishi, the great ascetic or tapasvi called as Valmiki Maharishi welcomed and put forth his questions in a very respectful manner. Lord Krishna tells Arjuna in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha tadvidhif pranipatena pariprashnena. Hey Arjuna, there is nothing wrong in asking questions, but serve that Guru, Acharya first. Because out of your service, through your service, the Acharya will be so happy that he himself will bless you what you want. So this particular shloka tells, even while questioning, we should have so much of humility. You should not ask questions to the other person to put that person in a catch-22 situation, to pull down that person. Ask questions in a very respectful manner, because this Vedic civilization, this Sanatana Dharma is one dharma that insists that you listen and put forth questions. It encourages questioning. It does not say that if you ask questions, I will kill you, I will behead you. Nothing of that sort. You can ask questions, but do that in a very respectful manner, says Sanatana Dharma. So very respectfully, Valmiki put forth certain questions to Narada, because his doubt was, how could Rama do this? If Rama himself, the one who is revered as Maryada Purushottam, himself has abandoned the pregnant Sita in the forest, what can we advise the other normal primitive mortals and human beings? That is when he asks these questions. Kon vasmin sampratam loke gunavan. Sampratam loke, in this particular world, in the current world, Hey Narada Maharshi, tell me, Sampratam Loke, Kon Vasmin Sampratam Loke Gunavan. Gunavan. Guna means generally quality. But here the commentator Govindaraja states, Guna means Saushilyam, the ability for a person to mingle with other people in his society despite the disparity in knowledge, wealth and affluence. I could be rich, he could be poor. I could be learned, he could be less educated. But I should move with that person in such a fashion that the other person doesn't even realize this disparity between us. That gunam, that quality is called Saushilyam. So this Saushilyam, this great quality of accessibility of Rama to everyone, is denoted by the word gunam. Kon vasmin sampratam loke gunavan. Valmiki asks Narada Maharshi, who on this earth, now in the current world, has Gunavan, Saushilyam, Kascha Viryavan, the one who has got Viryam, very good valor, courage. Dharmajnascha Kritajnascha Dharmajnaha, the one who is able to distinguish between sadhana or bhakti yogam and Sharanagati or Nyasa Yogam, the one who has a clear demarcation of this hita, that person, Dharmajnascha Kritajnascha, the one who is very grateful to his citizens, to his parents, to his teacher, and to all those who have helped him achieve such great heights. Kritajnascha Satyavakyo Dridhavrataha, Satyavakyo Dridhavrataha, Satyavakyaha, the one who adheres to truth only. Dridhavrataha, the one who has vowed to keep up his promises. Then he says, Vidwan kakkas samarthascha charitrena chako yuktaha, the one who is adept in good character. Sarva bhuteshu kohitaha, the one who thinks good for all beings around him, just not human beings, dogs, cats, herbivorous, carnivorous. This person should not have enmity or disgust towards any animals or any creations in this world. Sarva bhuteshu kohitaha vidvankaha, the one who can be called a scholar. Kasamarthaha, the one who can be called adept, very smart. Kaschaikaf Priyadarshanaha, the one who is so handsome to look at. Generally they say beauty without brains, right? Here there should be brains and beauty. Then he says, Atmavankaha, the one who knows to respect himself. When I say himself, he knows Atma Sakshatkaram. He knows how to meditate upon the Jivatma and thereby understand the Paramatma. Jitak Krodhaha, the one who has won over anger. Dyutiman ko anasuyakaha, the one who is radiant and the one who is not jealous of the achievements of his peers around him. Kasya bibhyati devascha jata roshasya sanyuge. But looking at whom even the celestials, even the devas will fear for a moment. Who is he? Vedam says that is Bhishasmad Vataf Pavate Bhishodeti Suryaha Bhishasmad Agnita Indrascha Mrityurdhavati Panchamaiti. Even Agni, Indra, Yama, they should fear him. Who is he? Kasya Bibhyati Devascha Jataroshasya Sanyuge. Thereby Narada had to listen to this question where Valmiki had asked, in this present world, who is that person who has got all these 16 qualities? He listed down the 16 qualities, right? It doesn't mean a person can have one out of the 16. He should have all these 16 in its complete form. Who is he? He asked. That is when Narada Maharshi, with a smile, listened patiently to these questions put forth by Valmiki Maharshi. Narada knew why these questions were being uttered or being asked by Valmiki now. Because Valmiki had in his mind that Rama, whom I have revered, has abandoned his pregnant wife in the forest. When a person is not able to respect his own wife, on what basis can he be called Maryada Purushottam? So these were the questions that were there inside the mind or the brain of Valmiki Maharshi. Narada knew that. So he then waits for a minute. For a minute he meditates, smiles, experiences within himself, and then says, I will tell you who that person's name is. Now, if he knew who that person who had all these 16 auspicious attributes, Narada should have immediately told the answer. But why did he take that time? The commentator, the Vyakhyata states, when some dish is made in our house, which is very tasty, made with lot of love and dedication, and probably when we make it ourselves or somebody in my house, be it my mother, my wife, my sister, somebody gives it to me, my brother, my father, whoever gives it to me, when I consume it, I will put it inside my mouth, relish it for some time, and then say it is excellent. So, even to give a feedback, you will have to internalize that particular possession. So, the answer was known to Narada Maharshi, but he wanted to internalize the joy of reciting that particular Nama. Now, Valmiki was all ears. Sir, please tell me that one person who has got these 16 qualities. What he thought was, I had been thinking Rama was the person, but no more it is Rama, it must be some other person, and Valmiki is about, Narada Maharshi is about to give me that answer. Please tell me, sir, who is that person? Asked Valmiki with all that curiosity. To which Narada Maharshi said, Ikshvaku Vamshaf Prabhavaha Ramo Nama Janaishrutaha, the one who has come in the lineage of Ikshvaku. Ikshvaku Kulatilaka, the one who is being revered by his subjects, that person is Rama. Valmiki sat in a element of surprise and shock, because he was all the while thinking it was Rama and then decided it is not Rama and there is somebody else. And when Narada Maharshi says so confidently that it is Rama alone who has these 16 qualities, then Narada was again put forth to a test. What I have been thinking was wrong, or what Narada is saying is wrong? How can I understand that Rama has got all these 16 qualities? With these questions in his mind, he was a bit worried. We shall see what happens to this worried Valmiki Bhagavan in the next episode.
Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a 2-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.